You know something strange is happening when Dominaria United isn't even released yet and the singles are already selling out. Somebody out there must think they have a crystal ball. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me on the channel today. So I started reading some emails today. I hadn't looked at them in days. I was under the weather. And two of the emails I read were very interesting from some of the LGSs I work with and have conversations with. Some of the guys give me information. But the two don't know each other. And the emails were kind of similar. So I looked at some other ones. I made some phone calls today. And yes, I have a pad of paper today. This pad has information I'll be reading off of to make sure I'm kind of accurate with what I'm saying. I usually have a little spreadsheet thing down here. I don't have anything today, so bear with me. It's not perfectionist, Moxman. It's got to get you some information I think is very interesting. Okay, ever since Double Masters 2022, where people didn't always want to buy the boxes, a lot of the singles have been selling in higher volumes than are normal for a lot of these stores. Well, this time around, and especially after reading the emails and now cross-confirming, it looks like sales overall, pre-order sales on the singles market for Dominaria United are up 70%. 70% higher from the last time, which was Double Masters 2022. 70%. That's huge to me. Now, get this. Collector boxes are selling at about the same as Double Masters 2022. I find that interesting. Now, Double Masters didn't have set booster boxes or draft boxes, so we're comparing that against what? New Capenna? But anyway, set boxes are selling well. Draft boxes are not selling so hot, by the way, guys. Sales are down about 20%. And it's the first time selling for Jumpstart version of the game, right? The one they're going to add every time now. That Jumpstart version is selling well. For what they expected, a lot of the stores are kind of happy that it's selling as well as it is, although the price is quite a bit lower. Okay, but they're happy. They think it's great. Okay, stores are very happy with that right now. But the funny thing is somebody is buying out a lot of these single cards. And it's not like it's like one or two cards. No. When the store puts up 20 copies, somebody's coming in and buying all 20 copies at that pre-sale, pre-order price. They're just buying them. One store restocked it and raised it a couple of bucks to test the water, what was going on. It sold out too. And another store tried something similar with only like a checkpoint of adding just 5 copies on. Those 5 sold as well. I have a list of some of the cards I'm going to read to you guys. And no, not all these are on my card watch video or anything, because these aren't all cards I care about or I think will be valuable later. But somebody here is buying these cards. So I just want to read some of these guys out to you and let you know, and I may have got some of the names. It's my scribble spelling, so bear with me here. Okay. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Sold out multiple times when it's been restocked at a few different stores. They're not putting any more up now. They're just going to leave it as it is, just like Imperial Seal. They saw how many sold and how quickly, because one person bought them all at once. Like they put up 20 copies, all 20 were taken off. So somebody is betting on that card being expensive because it's not exactly a cheap card. I think it was, $30, $25 at the pre-sale price, and it was gone. And then the other versions also sold out, and the stores put less of those up. So I found that interesting. And some of the other stores had the exact same issue. Plaza Heroes, that new land that lets legendary stuff tap, that thing sold out like 150 copies. Okay, between like 3 different stores. That's a lot of copies on a pre-sale. All gone. It is a rare though. It's not like it's a mythic, but all gone. Timeless Lotus. Guys, I don't know who's buying that, and please don't tell me it's one of you guys. I understand you might want to get one copy of it. I do like the artwork. It's not a real Lotus in my eye. But there was quite a few copies and they're all sold out. That's just a card for Timmy's, okay? It's not going to be an expensive card, and it wasn't even very expensive now. But I guess they're betting on people wanting to get that card and own copies of it. I mean, I guess with some of the new 5 casting cost cards we've seen the last day or two, maybe, right? But I'm just like, wow, I was surprised. Okay, I didn't see that card selling. Braids, the new Braids card, sold out. Silvatare, the dragon, the new Commander Dragon Girl Planeswalker, done. Shivan Devastator, sold out. Karn the Living Legacy, really? Sold out. Flame Sage Keladon, sold out a couple of stores, but I noticed places like 401 have restocked it. They haven't gotten back to me, I don't know why, but they've restocked that card. Joria, whatever, sold out as well. That's just a few of them to note, guys. Just a few cards. And I look at that and I say, I'm not sure if somebody actually believes those cards are going to go up, or maybe they felt it was just too cheap of a price now at like $2 a card, $3 a card. They figure we can't go wrong buying them. These cards are going to go up. Some of those cards I can agree with are going to be valuable cards. They're going to have future value. Other cards there, I go, no way. Okay, we haven't even had pre-release yet. Players buying out cards ahead of time and adding those cards to their collections and saying, I bought them, I paid for them, they're done. I understand buying a playset of something. I'm very used to seeing that as a player myself. You get a playset so you don't have to worry about it if you're playing standard, right? Or if you want to have it for modern, or if you think it's going to be like a modern staple. I understand that. But buying 20, 30 copies? That's a flipper investor. That's somebody who thinks they know what's going on and they're gonna try to get rid of those cards later on. Plaza Heroes, maybe, right? But a card like Timeless Lotus, I don't see that card doing anything, okay? Nyx Lotus, think of all the other Lotus cards we've seen. Very few, other than having the cool name, ever live up to the hype. Okay, so you can never buy into those cards. But somebody thinks they will. Somebody thinks there's something to some of this stuff, and that's what I find fascinating, because I've never been able to figure that out dead on. I usually just open what I open, but at the same time, there are players buying less boxes overall. The price have gone up. More players are hitting the singles market. So if a player buys 4, another player buys 4, maybe 3 or 4 friends to go together because only one store they have an account with, and they say, I'll buy from my store, you buy from yours, we'll all get a couple of play sets and we'll be done. That could happen, and if that happens, it does wipe a few of these stores out pretty quickly in your local region. I'm curious to see how it's going to play out, because these are just the stores that I deal with. So I don't know how it's working wherever you are in the world. Have you checked to see if your pre-sales are sold out already? The cards I want, like the Kobold Overlord and stuff, there's still lots of copies available. Obviously the card I like, nobody else cares about. Zerium the Griffin, still available. No complaints on that card either. Nobody's buying it out, but a lot of the reserve list versions sure are. So I find it fascinating when this stuff comes around, because if more players are doing these kinds of pre-sale orders, and it gets worse and worse as another year or two goes by, that's going to affect the secondary market. That is going to make changes and fundamental shifts in how stores deal with sealed product when they go to crack it themselves. If they think there's going to be players out there strictly buying this stuff, they're going to raise their costs. They're going to make things cost more money. They're going to say, hey, we know if we open this, we see these cards here. This has been the last 7 or 8 sets we've seen it. Let's jack everything up 25%. Let's try to get our money in and out really quickly, which I think some of them do already. So seeing it even higher or seeing them raise it even more, I mean, this is going to go like back and forth again with like, oh, well, now the pre-sale prices are too high. We might as well just buy a box. Then the box prices go up and the pre-sale order prices seem cheaper again. You know what I'm saying? It goes back and forth like that. It really can make you wonder how it's all going to play out in the long run. I can't see players continuing to do this, though, if the cards drop in value, which most times, a lot of these cards, other than 1 or 2, in a set, a lot of these cards do drop. They don't find purchase. They don't find homes inside secondary formats and other legacy format, casual things like Commander, Pauper decks, modern, vintage, legacy. They don't all find homes. Some of these cards are just cards. They're going to be fun to play with the odd time in a janky deck, but they're not like the heavy-hitting guys that make a lot of money. But somebody's doing it. And if you're one of those players doing it, I hope you email me and give me some insight into what you're thinking. We don't have to use names or anything. I'm just curious, because nobody let me know this was happening until I got the emails from some of the LGSs. So that's pretty crazy to know about. I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I know it was all written on notepad stuff, but that's as good as it gets today. I'm just having some fun on the vacation. You know what it's like. But are you buying the pre-sale order prices? Are you guys picking up some singles right now? Did you buy some ahead of time because you're not buying as many boxes? I just looked at a few cards I wanted, and I know I can wait for them now. They're not going to be sold out. And if I open my box and I get them, I don't even have to go shopping for them. It's going to be a good time, because Dominaria will be a popular set. I think there'll be a lot of product opened. So I just don't know how long it takes for the market to absorb this quantity that those pre-sale orders and prices are even going to matter. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. That's where I stand with it. I'm not sure it was the smartest move, but people are doing it, and they are doing it more often. 70% higher. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. Can't wait to see those comments in the comments section about what you think is going on, as well as if you're one of the ones doing it. All right, guys, have a great day today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Big shout out to all the fantastic patrons on the channel who make videos like this possible every day. These videos are brought to you by MTG Moxman and his fabulous patrons. Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end credits. Thanks for hanging out with me here. I just keep thinking about that one card, Shieldred the Apocalypse. $25 card. And somebody bought like 25 copies, then 15 copies, then 10 copies from different stores. And I don't know if it's the same account. I honestly can't say, but it was all in one day within about, an hour and a half, 2 hours of these emails, which means it's probably a similar group or party of people buying that many copies. Are they hoping to resell it back to the store? I hope those people get in contact with me because I gotta know. That's a lot of sales, man. That's money before it even drops. That's where we're going now? That's kind of crazy. Anyway, you guys made it to the end of the credits. Thanks a lot for hanging in with me. And can we say Dominaria United in the comments section? Because I remember it happened in Double Masters 2022, but the quantities were a lot smaller and tighter. This is like a standard set. They put quite a few copies up for sale. And it's still sold out pre-sale? That's nuts. Then you restock it and it sells out again. And you restock it and it sells out again. And that's where we go, what are we thinking? Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.